Hi Stampers, I'm Dawn Tidd, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I have a little tidbit to share with you. I discovered this little tidbit while I was making today's card, the pirate card in the box that's featured on my blog today. If you didn't see that card, please visit my blog at tidbitsfromdawn.typepad.com. I no longer have the card in my own possession because I sent it to my 3-year-old grandson for his birthday. But there's two fish on there, and I put a close-up on the blog. Each of them is swimming in a different direction, and I'd like to share with you how I discovered how to stamp the reverse of that image. So come on into my craft room and let me show you. Okay, as always, I'd like to introduce you first to our cast of characters. And this is just a little sample of the look we're trying to achieve. Of course, on the card, I cut the fish out and they were swimming in the waves. And you'll see the fish on this side is the one that I've stamped in reverse. This is the image as is. So this one is a little lighter, and maybe it's best just to use them on projects that you're cutting them out and using them separately. However, I do have another project to share with you where you can use them together and you won't tell a bit of difference. So anyway, my cast of characters for this card is the stamp set Cool Kid, and I use the little fish image from that. Here he is right here. A Tangerine Tango stamp pad, and I'm just going to be real honest with you and show you exactly how I did this very first try. I had seen Brian Pilling do a sample at my first leadership conference in Nashville, Tennessee, and he used the Stampin' Around wheel. Now, most of my Stampin' Around wheels have been dismounted by now, and I've given the actual handles away, so whatever he did, if I could remember, I couldn't do it anyway. So I'm running around thinking, what can I use? Well, here's another one of my important characters here, an old piece of rubber that I just happened to have laying around. So all I did, it's so easier, and you may already know this yourself, but I'm going to share it anyway, is I just took my fish image and I stamped it right on an empty spot of the rubber, and then just give it a little huff and just put it right down top of your cardstock, which I'm using Whisper White here. Pick it up, and there's your little fish. So easy, so quick. Okay, so that's and then I just cut that out and put it in there going the opposite direction. So then I wanted to just go ahead and share with you, I kind of modernized my technique maybe a little bit, and I'm going to show another card that I made. Okay, but the second thing I want to share with you, I made this card to demonstrate the birds that are going in the opposite directions from one another. This cast of characters for this card is the Early Espresso ink pad. I'm going to set this right here so you can see it. And I use the stamp set Take Care, Backyard Basics, and also the framelits that go with Backyard Basics. Plus, I actually went and found some rubber from Daydream Medallions. The biggest medallion has a big circle that you can use to stamp on. So, all I did was take my bird image, and I'm trying to get this little bird right here. So this is the one that's stamped right on the paper and then cut out with the Backyard Basics framelits just as you would any other image. But this one right here, I started with my bird inked up just like this, and then you can see though, if you just put it down on here and did it, it's going to be the same bird that's right there. What we're going for is the reverse. So I took my bird image again, inked him up, and stamped him right on that piece of Daydream Medallions rubber that I came up with. And then I just took my little bird die cut and I laid him down right on top. Oops. Right on top of the bird. Let's see how that looks. I moved him just a little bit to get the tail. And take your bone folder. Just rub good all over him. Lift him up. And there we have him. So that's as quick and easy as it comes. I hope you enjoyed my little tidbit today, and I hope you'll be able to use it yourself. See you again real soon. Bye.